Hi everybody. I was getting ready to go out and run some errands, and I figured what a good video this would be to show a quick face. I don't want to go out looking like death like I do now, but I just want to put some color on my face. Basically what I want to do is just a light neutral smoky kind of brown eye. And I started off with putting moisturizer on my face, and I am going to use the Professional by Benefit. This is really great. I have a lot of big pores, and not only am I excessively oily, but I feel like it does help, and it does allow, it makes the makeup go on so smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and use my NARS Sheer Glow. I am in medium Stromboli, and going back to the whole oily business, they have the other one, the matte. And for some reason, I got a sample of both at Sephora, and I did not like the way it came on. I couldn't believe that the Sheer Glow actually worked better for me. I really don't love it though. I'm still on the hunt for my foundation, you know, that my go-to foundation. I normally use my fingers. That's what they say you should do. I know people go into different phases and want to start using brushes and stuff. Right now I'm just using the fingers, applying it all over. I don't put it over my lids, even though my lids, they could use, you know, they do need something to mute them out when I apply eyeshadow, but I find that even when I put a primer, all the different primers that I've used, the foundation will still crease and it shows the ugliest line. And now I notice that I stopped, I don't get so much creasing. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown concealer, and I'm just going to put a little under my eyes, a little around my nose for the redness that I have around my nose. And I have a little concealer brush. It's little, and it was $1 from e.l.f. I really like to put concealer on with my hands, but sometimes I notice it's nice to apply it and kind of move it around. I mean, who doesn't want to always look flawless? But for me, because I have such problematic skin, it takes a lot longer, and I don't want to really go through all this, so just kind of covering up on the main points. Okay, so now it's powder. I use the MAC Prep and Prime. When I'm at work and I do touch up, I'll use my Mineralized Skin Finish to go over and blot. I don't know if there's a better way. I do end up having to blot within 2 hours of putting on my foundation, no matter what I've used. Okay, so we're pretty much set with the foundation. And then now I'm going to use Tarte, the Natural Cheek Stain. I just put a little bit. It is kind of bright. I put a little bit like that. And then I just kind of move it around. And then I don't just leave it like that. It has a bit of a shimmer. Because I am so oily, I do not do shimmers. So I will get, this is NYX Angel. That's another thing, because I have so much discoloration and so much scarring, and because my face is so sensitive, sometimes I just touch it, it turns red, or I flare up. I never really use blush a lot, but I see so many people using it, and when you really do a good job of putting on your foundation and your concealer and getting yourself that blank canvas, it can really look great. The problem is I have a lot of scarring. I had a lot of acne right here where normally you would do contouring, and sometimes I think it looks a little overpowered. So my goal is, I'm just such a chicken after going to the dermatologist, is to get a chemical pill. So I'll let y'all know once I embark on that journey how that goes. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit. I just like it to, I don't like the blush to look defined. It just needs to look fluffy and flushed. So I just dab it a little bit, and there I go. So now I'm off to the eye. Right now what I'm using is MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I just put a little bit it does make a good base, and it, out of all the other primers that I've used, it does keep it from creasing the best. So I've put the MAC Painterly paint pot all over. You want to make sure that you really smoothed it out. Should feel, I mean, it doesn't feel tacky, but it shouldn't feel really creamy. You want to make sure it's spread out, because you really don't want to use too much, because that's also something that can add to creasing. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked palette. So I'm very happy with it. I've been using it all the time. I do use MAC eyeshadows a lot, but I mean, with the eyeliner that it has in there and all the colors, I just find it so not that it's compact, but it's easy for me to take with. And I do my makeup at work, so yeah, I know, but anyway. I'm going to use the color Toasted, and that is the fourth color right here. The fourth color on the palette. It looks like a pinkish, coppery-ish color. Just going to pop that on the lower lids. Get a little bit, tap it off, and apply. A good thing to keep in mind is when you're doing the lid color, you're not trying to blend this out, so you really just need to pick up the color on the brush and just flatly place the color there. A lot of times that's why you get fallout when you're just swiping it and going all over. Just gotta pack it on. This is the MAC 2-in-7, but really, I mean, any little fluffy brush. I'm gonna go ahead and get the color, I'm gonna mix the color Buck, which is just a regular light brown, and Naked, which is more like of a tan. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that color in the crease. Then once it's on there, I'll go back and blend it out. And left and right, just short strokes. Doing the circle and back and forth windshield wiper motions, and then slightly raising your brush. That's gonna really help you get a good blended eye. And I notice that this eye is a little bit darker. I'm gonna use Virgin. This is just a light, shimmery, ivory-ish kind of color. It's not glittery, it's more shimmery. Just gonna put that on the brow bone. I'm going to use my browsing. This was my first video. I did a review on it, so check that out if you have want to hear a little bit more about it. I love it. It's such a great product. And so quickly, I'm just putting on the wax, trying to direct most of the color towards the arch, and then back, and then whatever's left to the front. I'm going with the brow powder. Same method of starting off towards the arch, going down into the tail, then going to the front with whatever's left, fanning it out. Now we're going to go with the liner. I'm going to use the dual liner that comes in the Naked palette, and that is Zero and Whiskey. I'm going to do Zero on the top of my lids, and I'm going to do Whiskey on the bottom and my waterline. I'm not going to tight line today. And you just do, I'm not doing a thick line. I'm trying to do really thin. Now I'm going to get an angled brush. I'm going to go in with the color Hustle and Creep. This is Creep is this black with shimmer, and Hustle is the more deep dark black burgundy-ish color. Like I said, any dark color, and this is just to give the eyeliner staying power and kind of not make it look so defined. Now we're going to use Whiskey, and we're going to go slightly under and do your waterline. I'm just going with any kind of dark brown. In the Naked palette, I'm using Dark Horse and Smog, and I'm going to go ahead and Start from the outside. Smudge it in a little bit. Then I'm going to go with a pencil brush, and then I go back and forth and just really smudge it. Any gold color will do. I'm using on the Naked palette, that would be Half Baked. And we're just going to go in the tear duct. It's the Maybelline, the Falsies Volume Express, and I really am pleased with it. So I'm going to curl my lashes, and the eyelash curler that I have is Shiseido. Start at the base, wiggle up. If I've had a late night, I'll go back with the Bobbi Brown concealer, and I wait till I put on my mascara because I don't really want it to smudge. I kind of do the check mark kind of from down here to up here, and then blend everything. It's Sublime Culture lip pencil. So we used MAC's Sublime Culture and the lip liner. I'm all over the place. I just had it and it's gone. And now for the lipstick, I'm using MAC's Viva Glam 5. And anyway, this is the supposedly quick makeup look, but it's just really neutral, not too glammed up. Nice little light smoky brown eye with eyeliner and mascara, and nude pinky shimmerish kind of lips. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.